I would have liked to sit there and maybe relish in the victory, but I couldn't sit on it. You know, I had to go in there and go back right to work. I get a call from Dana saying, hey, we want you to fight BJ. It felt like when I fought him this second time, it was like we didn't fight the first time. They didn't see me just beat him. They were just writing me off again. And finally, I went out there and definitely beat BJ. And in all areas, too, I felt like I outstruck him. I took him down. No one wanted to give me the love for that. It's like I'm the Rodney Dangerfield of MMA. You know, I just can't get no respect.
Go. We're about 8 weeks out, so today our biggest focus, getting ready for Aldo, is building his strength and power base. His conditioning is always there, so we want to kind of ease off of that for a little bit. Next couple of weeks we'll start to address that a little bit more, but we want to make sure that he's strong, he's powerful, and he's healthy. I've been with Frankie for 7 years, and every single camp has gotten better. He does get stronger every camp, he gets faster every camp. Frankie's mental toughness has been the same since day one. Whether he wins, loses, you know, he's always a grinder. You know, with that, coming off some tough losses, it's just a matter of I'm going to put that behind me, put my head down, and continue to do what he does best, which is outwork people.
We had sprints on Tuesday after sparring. I didn't feel him until just this afternoon.
Sure.
You're the champion now after the second win. Did it feel like you've been trying to throw another curve at you by putting you with the only guy who's beat you so far?
When they gave me Gray, it was definitely, I mean, you're the champion, you got to fight the best guys. He just beat Florian. It was just, I knew it was going to be tough, though, because he had that win over me, and, he was good at what I'm good at. But, again, I felt I was really coming into my own in that time. When I got rocked in that first round, I was on autopilot. I really don't remember much of that round, even much of the fight, to be honest with you. But looking back, you can see my coaches are telling me to do stuff, and I'm listening, so I'm responding. But that was just instinct. I'm in there fighting on autopilot, just trying to survive and get through that round. I think what helped me was the fact that I didn't just back up the whole time. I came forward at times, even when I was rocked. I hit him with a right hand at one time, or shot it on a shot at one time, and that kind of kept me in it.
When it was announced as a draw, what went through your head?
Yeah, I was devastated. It felt like a loss to me. I mean, I kept the belt, so that was a plus, but you want your hand raised and the other guy not raised, when both their hands got raised, that was just, that sucked. I thought I did enough to win. That fight, I do feel like kind of saved the division. Everyone thought, without BJ, the division isn't going to survive, but me and Gray put on a performance. We're like, wow, these guys are exciting, and we did it the third time. In that third fight with Gray. I got rocked again in the first round, but was able to bounce back. I got my wits about me quicker. When I got that knockout, I was just was my moment of Rocky knocking out Apollo Creed or coming back and beating Clubber Lang, going out there and just getting it done. That, I was proud of that, I was proud of what I was able to do and how I was able to bounce back. Anthony Pettis was hot right there. He just got done with the Showtime kick, and I think I was supposed to fight him, but then he goes in and fights Clay Guida and ended up losing a fight that he probably, people didn't think he was going to lose, so then I ended up fighting Benson Henderson. I knew he was going to be a tough guy. He's obviously a very big guy, southpaw. Yeah, that was rough, Felt I controlled the first round really good. I controlled the second round, pretty much until the last 15 seconds, and I got caught with that up kick. So then you got to give him that round because he dropped me. But that definitely changed the tempo of the fight, Of course, I'm biased. I still thought I won that fight. I think Dana Lorenzo even said to my wife if they thought I had that fight won. So when the judges said it was him, I was devastated. What's tough about having to prepare for rematches, especially 3 rematches in a row, is when at least for myself, when I find out who I'm fighting, I think about that guy every day. You try not to, I'm getting better at that, but you can't help but think about this guy. And that helps motivate you and everything, but now you're thinking about a guy for 3 months, preparing for him, you fight him, and then now you have to think about him for another 3 months. So that's like half a year you're thinking about one guy, and that wears on you, it does. Luckily, I think I do better in rematches. I mean, every fight I've fought, the second one is always better than the first. I mean, I thought I won 4 rounds to 1 easily in that rematch, and to get walk away, you know, with another loss, that was just, that was heartbreaking.
When you went the first time, you started pushing like this. See this? You started going forward like this. Right? You want to
Just make sure your hips keeping his ass up too. Head. Remember head. You get your hips under your head. But he's keeping his ass up too.
Watch, so go back, I'll show you. Go on your butt.
You're here.
Right? Look, sit up into me. Yeah, we can roll. Right. Now look at this.
Yeah.
Look, my dick to the mat.
Remember, the first time I came here, I came to help Frank for Behender's fight. I think the second Behender's fight. Frank is very impressed with me because I think I stayed here for 3 years. And like you said, he's looking better and better. Like the last 3-4 camps,
Yeah.
I know because I spar with him every time, every like a 3 times a weekend, and he looking better and better, stronger and faster.
You know, of course, I'm going to jump on any chance to fight for a title. It's hard not to because, you know, you never know when they can come up. I think Aldo was supposed to fight someone else. They got hurt. That's how I ended up fighting Aldo. And again, I took it without hesitation because that's just the type of person I am. It went from deep water to deeper water, you know, and that's just kind of how I like it. I want to be fighting these 5-round fights. I want to be fighting the best guys. You know, I'm not doing this to be second best. To me, it was a super fight just because, you know, it is champion for champion. To me, I feel like I still had that 55-pound belt. I did feel like I did enough to win. You know, first and second I'll give him, but 2, 3, 4, and 5, I outstruck him. I landed 3 takedowns to his none. I felt I pushed the pace. I felt like I was the one conducting the dance pretty much the whole fight. But after that decision, I was just broken. I hung my head because I was kind of broken at that point. You know, 3 tight losses in a row. Kept finding myself in this position, like so close, but no cigar type thing. And, you know, I didn't know why. And I mean, I know I prepared the right way. I know I'd eat the right way. I'd sleep the right way. I felt like there's nothing I could do to make this happen at that point. 3 losses in a row, although they were against the very best and they were title fights and they were super close, another loss would have been detrimental to my career. And, you know, they didn't throw me an easy fight. You know, Charles Oliveira was no easy fight at the time. Definitely felt like my back was against the wall. I knew another loss there would just be probably really deter my plans of ever being a champion again. My first 3-round fight in a very long time, and people are saying, oh, he's a slow starter. 3-round fight probably doesn't favor him. So I knew I had to come out that gate swinging. And that's exactly what I did. I won every single round of that fight. And I think I rocked him pretty good in that first round, and that helped me prepare for these next coming fights. I went out there and took care of business against BJ. It was a good fight. I thought I performed well, but you know, it's kind of just felt lackluster at the end, just because you know he was his retirement fight, and I'm not one to gloat. And you know, I won the fight, and it was kind of like, all right, I won. That's it. Cub was on such a tear. I think he was won 4 or 5, maybe 6 in a row at the time. And from what I understand, Cub was promised a title shot if he beat me. Went out there and I performed to the best of my ability, got to finish, and said, hey, I just beat the guy you said would get a title shot if he won. Ipso facto, I'm the guy that should be getting that title shot. It bothered me a little bit, but I get it too. I mean, he did go out there and beat some guys and do it in dramatic fashion. But the way Conor got his title, he got it by his mouth and the way he promotes himself. And I can't hate him for that, you know? It's what he's great at. He's better at it than anybody in the history of the UFC. But it just sucks for someone that's, you know, been taught hard work gets it done, grit gets it done, being a company guy gets it done, being a good person gets it done, and that didn't get it done for me. After he beat Mendez, I knew I was gonna have to wait because I knew they wanted Aldo and him. You know, they put so much money into it. They did that world tour. That fight didn't happen. He goes out there and squeaks by Mendez on a very short camp because Mendez had his way with him for a round and a half, did what he wanted to him for a round and a half, and then he was able to finish him when Mendez was pretty damn tired. And I knew they were gonna give him Aldo next. I just knew that was gonna happen. Everyone's talking about Mendez. He's the one that has the power. He's the one that is dangerous on his feet. If Frankie's gonna win, he's gonna have to grind him out. I went out there and I did what Mendez does to people, and I put him away with punches. It was a feather in my cap, and I thought the timing couldn't be more perfect. I needed to go in there and put a dramatic win in, and I did that. And Lorenzo, Dana all called me back to the office, brought my wife in there and said, "You got it. You got what you want. You got the title shot." I was ecstatic that night. Nothing could have brought me down until the next night. When I seen that happen, 13 seconds, I just knew that shit wasn't gonna turn out good for me. And I walk up to the cage. Someone, I don't know what, someone brought me up to the cage. It might have been Ali, but I thought it was someone from the UFC brought me up to the cage to get in the cage. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm fighting McGregor next. I'm gonna get in there and we're gonna have a little promo thing. And Dana's like, "You're not coming in here." He's like, "We don't even know what McGregor's doing. He might fight Aldo. He might go up a weight class." I'm like, "What?" That's like someone shit on my parade. Just like, dude, what do I have to do, to get this title shot? It's the norm. It's the norm. Getting fucked is the norm for me, and I'm just not gonna let these people tear me down. I'm gonna get it done. Whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna make it happen.
It's Jake. He fights for ONE FC. He's always here training with us. Just Engage, beast champion, lightweight division, one of the best 155ers. The man right here, our general, Frankie Edgars. Frankie is in a different level, bro. You talk about good fighters, awesome fighters, but I think he's 1 or 2 steps ahead. He's getting better every day, and sometimes I'm surprised at what this guy have to get better. He's better everywhere. Me and Edson, we bring a lot of crazy things for the training every day, I don't think Aldo can do what Edson can do on the feet, man. I think this fight is a very good matchup for Frankie stylistically.
Draw it back, you gotta set it up, pin down on the 6.
These days, to get a title shot purely on action and not be a guy who's out there talking shit, saying things about his opponent, saying things about his opponent's wife, and playing the whole game, to be able to get a title shot purely off your actions and your performances is almost unheard of.
Left, right guard, left, right guard.
Frank's an anomaly, I'm an anomaly. These things don't happen anymore. We're getting what we deserve purely off our actions, purely off the way we fight, and I'm proud of that.
It is a consolation prize, because obviously what I wanted is I want to fight McGregor for the 45-pound title. But a chance to get some redemption on Aldo guarantees me the next shot on the real title. I'm down with it. I'm the closest guy to become a two-division champion in the sport right now, not Conor McGregor. His mouth is getting him opportunities, it's getting him in these situations that he wants to be in. And if that's what I have to do, if I have to scream and shout and say I'm the best fighter in the world, I'll do it, because I believe I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm coming into my own, I'm 34, I still feel great, I still train like I'm 25, and now I have the confidence of a 34-year-old. I have the experience of a 34-year-old. I've been through it all. I've seen many different fighters, many different styles. I feel like my team is the strongest it's ever been, as far as workout partners, coaches. I have all the pieces, and now I just need that belt. That'll be the final piece. I know Jose's been talking, saying, he's gonna knock me out and this and that. He's acting like, I didn't stand in front of him for 25 minutes and take everything he's had. If he thinks he's knocking me out, he's got something coming. He better be ready for a damn war, because I'm coming. And I believe I'm gonna be the one to knock his ass out. I feel like the timing is on my side now. The last time we fought, I was on a 2-fight loss, losing my title. He was on a streak. Now roles reversed. I'm on my streak. He just got knocked out in 13 seconds. I'm coming. I'm confident. I feel like he's broken, and I'm just gonna continue to break him down. This is gonna finalize everything I've been working for these past 10 years of my career. It's finally coming to light, and July 9th, UFC 200, I get to put a stamp on everything.